go. This is Madden football on EA Sports.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Out comes the Indy offense for their first drive of the game, and leading them out, their new quarterback for 2020, the longtime Charger, Phillip Rivers.
I don't know what it is, partner, but every time I watch Phillip Rivers play, I just have a big grin on my face because he plays the game with such joy. Loves being out there. Remember, he's part of that great 2004 class with Eli Manning and Ben Roethlisberger, two of them still in the league today. Now he's probably going to go over 60,000 passing yards and 400 touchdowns this season. The big question mark, how much does he have left in the tank? I think he's got plenty.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
It's a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle made at the 36.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
The ball carrier.
Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop.
Yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 39, Rivers hits his target, the tight end Mo Alley Cox. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Third and short yardage, Rivers. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines.
Complete.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Good catch there by Nyheim Hines, and I think that he's probably popped on some Phillip Rivers tape and how he used Austin Eckler out of the backfield with the Chargers as a model for what he wants to do this season. He's had at least 40 catches in each of the last 2 years. He probably expects that number to rise.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
Not much there, only a yard. Rivers now on second down. That's pulled in by the rookie from USC, Michael Pittman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Colts.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This goes out right to Doyle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
First and goal, Indianapolis.
From the 8, they've got it first and goal. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Here we go now on first and goal. Here's Hines, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal.
The Bears' 8-yard line.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Well, here comes the Bears offense, led out by their new man in charge here in 2020. Of course, a former Super Bowl MVP in Nick Foles.
The word contribution gets thrown out all the time around the league, and the Chicago Bears decided that their young quarterback, Mitchell Trubisky, he needed some competition himself. They thought he would have entrenched himself as a starter by now, but because he hasn't, they brought in Nick Foles to give him that competition. Foles has a relationship with members of the coaching staff, won a Super Bowl as a starter with Philadelphia. They know what he's capable of. This competition is going to be fun.
And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Montgomery, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Nice gain there by the second-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year, but what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the 4s, look out. He can control the game with his running.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Go Bears!
Foles. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
A gain of 14.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
1st and goal.
Good catch there by Jack Doyle, who went to the Pro Bowl in 2019, but now has a new quarterback in Phillip Rivers, and he wants to be the Antonio Gates that Phillip Rivers threw to with the Chargers.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Well, Charles, let's step aside, different topic here for a second. Unfortunately, the NFL lost a legend earlier in this first month of the 2020 season. Hall of Fame running back Gale Sayers passed away at 77, and Sayers, the youngest man ever inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Ted Ginn's gonna go. 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Ted Ginn, 77 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Matt O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. The Colt offense and T.Y. Hilton making their way back out. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times it's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The toss here completed to Pittman. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw here for Rivers. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Rivers on first down. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And the drive starts with a completion, left side.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Full Foles on target with that one to Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago.
At the 46.
Well, I haven't met an NFL player yet that doesn't use criticism as an edge, and Jimmy Graham has heard that a number of people think he's near the end of his career. And he didn't put up the numbers he should have put up in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to put a huge chip on his shoulder. Nice catch there, and he wants to show flashes of that form that he exhibited early in his career with New Orleans and Seattle. It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Foles. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
It's a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
A gain of 7.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll run through with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears will extend their lead. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
And it's good to make it 14-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off.
O'Donnell to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll throw again. Rivers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 33-yard line.
Rivers again, finding Hilton on the slant. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Colts 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll find Hines out of the backfield.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
No!
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
From the red zone now, Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And that one makes it 14-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
Rigoberto Sanchez.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So now the veteran Rivers and the Colts down 14-7, less than 90 seconds to go. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. He's got Jack Doyle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
A gain of 14.
Working out of the gun, Rivers.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 21.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.